The question of whether God exists has fascinated humanity for millennia. Despite all the scientific and philosophical advancements, this question remains deeply relevant and draws us to ponder the origins of existence, the structure of the universe, and the nature of consciousness. To explore this question meaningfully, we can examine the beginning of the universe, the precision of natural laws, the complexity of life, and the depth of human consciousness. Together, these factors present a powerful case for considering the existence of a creator, a source beyond time and space, who brought the universe into being. Let's begin with the origin of the universe itself. The Big Bang Theory describes how the universe began approximately 13.8 billion years ago from a single, incredibly dense point and has been expanding ever since. Scientific evidence, such as the observable expansion of the universe and the presence of cosmic microwave background radiation, supports this theory. But while the Big Bang explains the expansion, it does not address why the universe began or what set it into motion in the first place. The idea of a creator can offer an explanation here. If we think of the universe as analogous to a book, we might understand its contents, materials, and structure, but this understanding doesn't eliminate the need for an author. In the same way, the existence of the universe suggests a cause, something beyond itself that initiated it. This cause would need to be timeless, since it existed before time itself began, and it would not be bound by space or matter. One might argue that the universe could be self-existent or eternal, thus avoiding the need for a cause. However, scientific evidence supports the idea that the universe is not eternal but had a beginning. In both science and philosophy, it's generally accepted that everything that begins to exist has a cause. Since the universe began to exist, it follows logically that it too must have a cause, one that lies outside the realm of time, space, and matter. This necessary cause aligns with the attributes traditionally associated with God, an independent, timeless entity that initiated the universe. The precision and consistency of the universe's natural laws further suggest the presence of an intelligent force. The universe operates according to specific laws governing forces like gravity, electromagnetism, and nuclear forces, all of which enable the existence of stars, planets, and life. Physical constants, such as the speed of light or the gravitational constant, are remarkably finely tuned. Even the slightest change in these constants would make the universe inhospitable for life. For instance, if the gravitational constant were slightly stronger or weaker, the universe would either collapse in on itself or expand too rapidly for structures like stars and planets to form. This precise calibration hints at an underlying order designed to allow life. Imagine launching a spacecraft to a distant planet. Even the smallest miscalculation could send it off course. Just as a spacecraft requires precise programming, the universe's fine-tuning suggests the work of a highly intelligent force. Some argue that such fine-tuning might be due to chance, citing theories like the multiverse, which propose the existence of an infinite number of universes with different constants. In such a scenario, one universe would naturally have the right conditions for life by probability alone. However, the multiverse theory lacks empirical evidence and does not eliminate the need for a cause. Instead, the concept of a creator offers a simpler explanation. A singular, purposeful force that created the universe with the precise balance needed for life. Just as a well-constructed building reflects the planning of an architect, the fine-tuning of the universe suggests an intelligent force that shaped its conditions. The complexity of life provides yet another rationale for considering the existence of a creator. At the molecular level, life relies on intricate structures like DNA, a molecule that stores the genetic information necessary for life. DNA functions much like a code, containing instructions on how to build and maintain life. This code is not random. It follows a complex language made up of chemical letters that dictate the processes essential to survival. In digital terms, it's akin to discovering a sophisticated computer program embedded in every cell of a living organism. If we stumbled upon a computer program filled with meaningful code, we wouldn't assume it appeared by chance. The presence of such highly organized information within DNA points toward an intelligence behind life's origin, a conscious designer who crafted life's foundational code. Another remarkable aspect of life that hints at a creator is human consciousness. Consciousness encompasses the ability to think, perceive, experience emotions, and possess self-awareness. While neuroscience explains brain structures and chemical reactions associated with conscious thought, it does not explain why or how these processes lead to subjective experiences. This gap is often referred to as the hard problem of consciousness. Why do we experience emotions, or have the capacity to question our existence, if we are simply physical beings? This isn't a trivial question. It cuts to the core of what it means to be human. If consciousness were solely a byproduct of physical processes, then atoms and molecules, which are not conscious on their own, would somehow combine to produce awareness. It would be like a computer suddenly becoming self-aware without any change in its hardware. The existence of consciousness hints at something beyond mere physical processes, and aligns with the idea of a creator who endowed humans with the capacity for awareness and introspection. In our daily lives, we also encounter the concept of a moral compass, a sense of right and wrong that is shared across cultures and societies. Throughout history, people have generally valued principles like justice, kindness, and integrity, even if their specific practices differ. This universal sense of morality suggests a higher standard, an objective source of morality beyond human invention. For example, acts of kindness and bravery are often regarded as inherently good, while actions like cruelty or deception are seen as inherently wrong. But if morality were purely a social construct, then why do we feel a deep instinctual pull towards certain values, even when acting on them isn't personally beneficial? Some may argue that morality evolved to promote social harmony, but that doesn't fully explain why we experience it as a duty, or why we feel guilt when we fail to act morally. To illustrate this, imagine finding a compass that always points north. The compass's needle is influenced by an external magnetic field, guiding it in a particular direction. Similarly, our moral compass appears to be influenced by an objective standard, a sense of right and wrong that goes beyond individual or cultural preferences. This sense of morality implies the existence of a moral lawgiver, a source of ultimate goodness that instilled within us a sense of purpose and ethical duty. In addition to morality, we can observe the patterns of beauty and purpose in nature that many people find meaningful. From the intricate symmetry of a snowflake to the vast beauty of a mountain range, the natural world is filled with remarkable order and complexity. Even among animals, we see purposeful behaviors, like the way spiders weave intricate webs, birds migrate over vast distances, and bees organize in colonies to ensure survival. These behaviors suggest an underlying intelligence in nature's design. If the universe were truly random, we would not expect to see such harmonious functional patterns. The beauty and purpose seen in the natural world are reminiscent of the work of an artist or engineer, someone who creates with both function and beauty in mind. This suggests the presence of a creator who designed the universe with intention. Some argue that the order, beauty, and complexity we observe are simply the result of natural processes. However, natural processes themselves do not account for the origin of the universe, the fine-tuning of physical laws, or the appearance of life from non-life. It's similar to suggesting that an intricate watch could assemble itself by chance without the involvement of a watchmaker. The presence of design, order, and purpose in the universe points to something beyond itself, something that not only created the universe but also structured it with meaning and intention. One common objection is that, even if a creator exists, we cannot empirically know this creator in the same way we study physical phenomena. But this doesn't make the concept of a creator irrational. In science, we often infer the existence of things we cannot directly observe. For instance, scientists infer the presence of dark matter due to its gravitational effects on visible matter, even though dark matter itself is invisible. Similarly, we can infer the existence of a creator by observing effects, the origin of the universe, the structure of natural laws, the complexity of life, and the reality of consciousness and morality. Just as scientists infer causes from observed effects, we can infer the existence of a creator from the intricate patterns and order within the universe. Ultimately, science provides us with an understanding of mechanisms and processes, but it doesn't address the ultimate why questions. Why does the universe exist? Why does life exist? Why do humans possess consciousness and a moral sense? These questions go beyond empirical science and touch upon purpose, meaning, and origin. The concept of God offers a logical and comprehensive framework for understanding the existence of the universe, the consistency of natural laws, the complexity of life, and the depth of human consciousness and morality. Just as a painting implies a painter or a coded message suggests an author, the design and purpose we observe in the universe suggest a creator who brought it into being with intention. While we may not have empirical proof of God's existence that satisfies every skeptic, the argument remains compelling. Through examining the universe, life, consciousness, and moral understanding, we find rational reasons to consider a creator who transcends the limits of the physical world, a force that instills meaning, guides purpose, and is evident in the beauty and order of existence itself.